Hi everybody, I'm Carol Massa. I'm the founder of Earth School of Love here in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. And part of what I do, part of what we do is look for simple, easy recipes. And today I've got a really great one for you. It's called Foolproof Fudge, chocolate fudge. And I've talked to so many people who say, I can't make fudge, it takes forever, it's too hard to do. I will have you making fudge by the end of this session. So all you need, simple ingredients: 3 cups of semi-sweet chocolate morsels, a 14-ounce can of sweet condensed milk, not to be confused with evaporated milk. I've got a teaspoon and a half of vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. And yeah, that's way more than a pinch of salt. The other thing you'll need is a square pan. This happens to be a 9 by 9 inch pan lined with some wax paper. And here we go. So here we are at the stove. I'm using a gas range, a medium flame. If you have an electric range, just set it to medium or so. You want to heat up the pot a little bit before you actually put the morsels in. I'm using a Teflon pan, which I highly recommend so there's no sticking. So just touching, feeling, it's good, it's warm. And what we're going to do is we're going to alternate the chocolate morsels with the sweet condensed milk. Okay, so I'm going to put a few, maybe a cup of the chips in, some of the condensed milk, and it's okay if it's thick, it's supposed to be, okay, a few more chips, some more of the milk. I'll scoop it out with a spatula in a minute, and a pinch of salt, the rest of the chocolate, and the rest of the sweet condensed milk. And you want to be really careful with chocolate that you don't burn it. All we're trying to do here is combine the ingredients and melt it. So I'm using a rubber spatula, and I'm just moving it around, combining everything. Oh, and it's a great smell. I know you can't smell on the video, but it's a great aroma. And so this takes 2 to 3 minutes before it's fully melted. Keep an eye on the temperature. So everything's blended and melted. And I'm going to turn the heat off. And the last thing I'm going to add is a teaspoon and a half of vanilla extract. Take it off the stove, blend that in, and the vanilla extract actually helps it to become a little more liquid, if that's possible. And we are ready to pour it literally into the pan. And it will literally pour itself out into the pan with very little help from me. Okay? And be careful, it's hot, and hot chocolate can burn, so be mindful of that, please. All right. And I'm just going to level it out, because whatever shape you leave it in, once you put it in the refrigerator, that's the shape it's going to take. So if you want peaks, that's what you'll get. If you want to make it a little smoother, just take a little extra time. And really, that's it. Now all you do is you take it and you put it in the refrigerator for a few hours so that it gets hard. And I happen to have one already made that I can show you. And here it is. And I'm going to turn this out onto the cutting board. And remove the wax paper. Comes off very simply. And using a very sharp knife, we will just start cutting this. And very rich, so smaller pieces are a good idea. This is 2 pounds of fudge here, and if you're choosing to use it as a gift, a hostess gift, if you've got parties to go to, I recommend a small amount. You do not need a lot. Here's a box I typically use. I would line it with some wax paper because this tends to stick, and you can just pack it in. Okay, so this is a 4 by 4 by 4 box, I would say. Give you some idea. It doesn't quite hold 2 pounds of the fudge that we just made, but that's okay. Save a little for yourself. Put the top on it and maybe a bow. I have one here that I like, this blue one. And just a sticky. And there you have a perfect hostess gift to take along to your holiday get-togethers.